pattern of setting a question. A question should be in the form of question word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb. This and it should be ending with a question mark. And if the question is a negative question, when you transform that negative question into a statement, the statement should be positive in form. And if the question is negative in form, the reverse, the opposite. That means if the question is negative, make a positive statement. If the question is positive without not in it, then you can use a negative statement by adding not in it. Okay, after the auxiliary verb. So let me share the screen for you children. Transformation of sentences. We have covered this. Changing a sentence from one kind to the other kind without changing the meaning is said to be the transformation of sentences. We explained the exclamatory sentences in the last class. I said it is easy. When you find a sentence, when you find Iron.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you speaking?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So listen here. If your exclamatory sentences starting with the WH words like how, what and all, if it is used in your exclamatory sentence, when you change that exclamatory sentence into an assertive or a statement sentence, you please remove such words and you can fill your blank with two different words. Very or great can be used to replace the words used in your exclamatory sentence how and what. Okay. And the structure, if you are changing an exclamatory sentence into a statement sentence, remember the structure should be SVO pattern. You must start your statement with the subject followed by a verb, then only the position of the object comes. Okay, so this is how you can change your sentence from exclamatory into affirmative assertive. Now we had a discussion yesterday about the topic interrogatives, not your class. Next period is yours. Okay, interrogatives into assertive. This is 7B. Okay, so children, interrogatives into assertive. Am I clear? So interrogative, I have told we need to think about a few points. We need to recollect a few points. If your affirmative question, if your positive question is like a negative statement, if you get a positive question, affirmative, positive question, when you change that positive question into a statement, that should be negative in form. If the question is a negative question, when you transform that sentence into a statement, that should be positive in form. Okay, just a reverse, please kindly note. I request everybody to note these 2 points, only these 2 points. Okay, an affirmative question is like a negative statement. A negative question is like an affirmative statement. Please write these 2 sentences, children. After writing these 2 sentences, let me share this one. Let me share the slide. Okay, now copy. We are going to copy only these 2 sentences. Okay, this has a connection with the statements that we have written a few minutes before.
Ma'am,
okay,
can you show the previous?
according to the rule, I think you have already written, right? According to the
Ma'am.
rule, if the question is a negative question, this question is a negative question because I have added a not the word of negation in it. That is also used after an auxiliary verb. This is a question. This is starting with an auxiliary verb. As you all know, a question that must be starting with an auxiliary verb or a question word. Here the question word is absent. So this is starting with the question auxiliary verb. Then we have used not the word of negation and comes the subject and comes the rest of the part, and we end our sentence with a question mark. So here children, you already have a negative question in your hand. When you transform this negative question into a statement, we should make a positive statement, right? This is a negative question. When you change this negative question into an assertive sentence, that should be positive in form. So, and the structure should be SVO pattern. Sorry, SVO pattern. So, we have interchanged the position of subject with the verb and verb with the subject. So, here what is the subject in the first sentence, children? Subject of the first sentence?
Dog.
Dogs. Okay. So we have, and the auxiliary verb is are. So when you transform a question into a statement, we need to interchange the position. See, subject is in the beginning and auxiliary verb is placed after the subject. Okay, so two things. If the question is a negative question, we need to frame a positive statement. If the question is actually if the question is starting with an auxiliary verb, when you change it into a statement, you should begin your statement with the subject, okay, followed by the auxiliary verb. You need to interchange the position. So I request everybody to note these two examples also. Now look at the second question. Can day be turned into night? There is no word of negation used here, right? This is a question. There is no word of negation is used, right? So what is the subject? So here what you want to do is, when you change a positive question into a statement, your statement should be negative in form. Okay, when you want to change a question into a statement, you need to use a negative. If the question is positive, frame a negative statement. Okay, so here we need to search for the subject first, because it is, we are going to change the sentence, interrogative sentence, into a statement. Okay, so here the subject is day. Okay, day is the subject. Can is the auxiliary verb. This is positive in form, so we need to add not not after the auxiliary verb in order to make this. Alan Siju, you're watching movie or something. What are you watching? Huh? Alan Siju, who is watching TV there at home? Father or mother? Turn off your television if no one is watching, only you are watching. Or change your place. Okay, now we added word of negation after the auxiliary verb. So day cannot be turned into night. Question mark is changed into a full stop. I hope this was completed in the last class and this is also clear for you. Now children, look at the second sentence. Now you can note the second statement. In your sentence, if the question, if it is having a word called anything or ever in it, when you change that question into a statement, anything can be changed into nothing and ever into never. Please note this statement also. Second statement, anything or ever is interchangeable with nothing or never. You must change the word anything with nothing. You must change the word ever with never. Okay, and I have an example for you. Now you can write the third example. Okay, look at the third sentence. Will he ever forget the experience? Is it a positive question or a negative question?
Positive.
This is positive. This is starting with auxiliary verb will, and you can see the word ever in it, right? So when you change this question, this positive question, you should change the positive question into negative, right? That is why ever is changed into never. Never is a word of negation in English grammar. So remember, auxiliary verb first, then comes the subject. So when you convert a question sentence into a statement, we should interchange the position of subject with auxiliary verb, and auxiliary verb falls only after the subject. So the subject is he, auxiliary verb is will. Okay, ever is changed into never, word of negation, forget the experience. Question mark is turned into a full stop in your statement. Complete. Only after writing the second point you can use this. Use this example under that. Over? Is it over, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, so until now we were talking about a question which is starting with an auxiliary verb, isn't it? So there are some questions, those questions are normally starting with the WH questions, isn't it? If your sentence is starting with the WH question, where will you place these WH question in your statement? Is it possible for you to place a WH question word in your statement?
No, ma'am.
No. So remove such WH question words, and you can insert according to the situation some other words. Okay, so please don't ever use any of the question words when you convert a question into a statement. You can use some other words. So children, I request everybody to note the next point. Next point is, you please write this point. Don't write this one. I request everybody to write only the fourth point. When an interrogative sentence begins with a word like how, what, why, when, where, or who, instead of verb. Instead of verb means instead of an auxiliary verb. Usually, yes or no questions are starting with an auxiliary verb. But instead of an auxiliary verb, if your question is starting with the WH question word, then there is a different type of change occurs. Okay, there is a different type of change occurs. Okay, you must remove the words like WH words from the question, and you can substitute some other words to express the same sense. I request everybody to copy this statement. When an interrogative begins with a word like how, what, why, when, where, or who, instead of a verb, instead of an auxiliary verb, there is a different type of change. Words like how or what are removed. Underline are removed. This is an important point. We cannot use the WH words in our statements. These WH words and their sense is expressed in another word or other words. Completed?
Yes, ma'am. No,
Yes.
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
No. Okay. I'm not touching. So I request everybody to write the fourth point, and I'll give you some examples. Please don't copy the last lines. Just copy only the fourth point. Not fifth point, right? It is the fifth point, not fourth point. This one. Over?
No, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Write fast. Clear? So I am going to share the example for you. Now I request everybody to write these three examples under that point. So here you can find these questions are starting with the WH words. You see, who? It is starting with the WH word who. This is also starting with the WH word HOW have. Third one is also starting with WHY why. Who, how, why. And notice the change occurs in your statement. We haven't used these words in our declarative sentences after conversion, right? We removed that. Okay, who would not like to be a leader? Okay, so here would not is used. So this question is a negative question. So remember, we have to make our statement a positive statement. Okay, who is removed? Who is just removed, and I have inserted the word everyone. So if a word, if it is starting with a question word who, you can use the word everyone in your statement. Who would not like to be a leader? Everyone would like to be a leader. So who, if a question word is used in your interrogative sentence, remove that who from the sentence and insert everyone. The question, if it is a negative question, make it positive. Everyone would like to be a leader. Remove not from your statement. Now the second one. Second one also, it is starting with the question word how. Okay, just see, this is a positive question, isn't it? This question is a positive question. So we need to change this positive question into a negative question. So now let us find the subject of this sentence. Okay, we are talking about man. Okay, and the question we are discussing about man. So we have to take man, the subject from there. Okay, and we need to insert the man here in the first position, because actually a declarative sentence which is starting always with the subject. So man is the subject of your question. So we need to remove man first from the question and we need to place it in the beginning of your sentence. Now we need to use the auxiliary verb. So here in the question, you can see that can is the auxiliary verb used. So this is a positive statement. So we need to change our positive question. So we need to change our positive question into a negative statement, right? So can becomes cannot in my statement. So man can. See here, how can man remain immortal is changed into man cannot remain immortal. Question mark is turned into a full stop. See, got it, children? Are you getting it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Question. Look at the last question, children. This question is starting with the WH word. Okay, why? The question word why. So when you change such a question into an assertive or a declarative statement, if the question is positive, change it into a negative statement. So now let us see whether the question is a positive question or a negative question. Look at the question. Is it positive or negative? Louder? I cannot hear. Children, I cannot hear you. I request everybody to speak.
Ma'am, which question, ma'am?
Question, last question. Why waste time like this?
Ma'am, it's positive, ma'am.
It is a positive question. Thank you. It is a positive question. If the question is positive, you need to change the positive question into what kind of statement?
Negative.
Negative statement. Okay, definitely you need to change the statement into a negative statement. Okay, now just see here. Okay, why waste time like this? Okay, why waste time like this? Now look at the structure of the sentence. We are talking about time. Okay, there is no auxiliary verb used after why, isn't it? So we cannot even use any word of negation here. So we are taking time into it. It is foolish because why? There is a question word why. If your question word is starting with the question word why, according to the situation, you can choose a word and can fill it. Why it is foolish to waste time like this. So the word it is foolish is actually giving us an idea that the sentence is actually used in a negative way.
So, ma'am, the word foolish in this sentence is a word of negation?
It is foolish. So that expression gives a negative idea, isn't it?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Clear?
Yes,
Clear?
ma'am.
Is it clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Yes.
so these are the only points I should share with you regarding the interrogative sentences. I hope this is clear. At least you keep 3 points in your mind. If your interrogative sentence, just see, if your interrogative sentence is a negative interrogative, turn that negative interrogative into a positive statement. Okay, if your question is a positive question, turn that positive question into a negative statement. That is point number 1. Point number 2, I said, see, if you see anything is used in your question, when you change that anything into a negative, you have to change it into nothing. Okay, to make your sentence negative, use nothing in your sentence instead of anything. If in your question, if it is included ever, then when you change it into an assertive, ever should be changed into never. Okay, and my third point is, if your question is starting with a question word, you are not allowed to use these question words in the assertive sentences. Okay, you cannot use these question words in the assertive sentences. So if you can't use these question words in assertive sentences, how are you going to express it? You can insert like it is foolish. The word itself is a word of negation, right? It is foolish. So we can use such expressions if you want. If you have a question word like who in it, then when you change that question into a statement, who becomes everyone. Okay, so please try to insert these kind of things in when you write something in your sentences. Am I clear? Now let us talk about the next kind, that is imperative today. Okay, we are coming to an end of the transformation sentences because we are going to talk about the next point, that is imperative sentence. As you all know, imperatives are in the form of an order. Okay, it is in the form of a request, it is in the form of a suggestion, right? It is easy to identify a sentence written, or if it is there, if it is in imperative, easy to identify such a kind of sentences, because normally an imperative sentence is starting with a verb where the subject is you, that is hiding. Okay, it has a hidden subject, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes or no?
Yes,
It
ma'am.
has
Yes,
a hidden subject. Imperative sentence, the subject is always second person pronoun you, but that is a hidden subject. So normally an imperative sentence is starting with the verb. So let us see how the transformation occur there. Okay, so let me share it. Okay, now imperative sentences, how it is changed into a interrogative or into an interrogative sentence. Just see the way. See, all the sentences here are written using imperative in structure, right? Because all these sentences are starting with a verb, it is not a starting with a subject. Okay, now we are going to know, or we are going to check how I can change such an imperative sentence into interrogative. Okay, not assertive, interrogative. We'll discuss about assertive in the next session. Okay, so now we are planning to change an imperative sentence into an interrogative sentence. See, get away from the pool. Okay, if your imperative sentence, if your sentence imperative in form, if you are asked to change that imperative sentence into an interrogative, very simple, you begin your question with will you. Okay, if your sentence is an imperative sentence, if it is asked you to frame an interrogative sentence out of this, it is for sure that you please start your interrogative sentence with will you get away from the pool or not? Okay, get away from the pool, will you get away from the pool or not? Okay, please don't disturb me, imperative, please, it's a request. Okay, and will you, again we have started with will you please stop disturbing me? See, will you please, I have included this word also, will you please stop disturbing me? It is easy. If your question, if your imperative sentence is stop staring here, right? So when you change this imperative sentence into a question, start your interrogative sentence with will you stop staring at her, right? Shut the door, imperative, will you shut the door? That's a question. Okay, so this is very simple, children. To convert an imperative sentence into interrogative is very simple. Whenever you get an imperative sentence, when you transform such sentences into interrogative, start your question with a will you. Will you shut the door? Will you close the door? Will you go there? Okay, will you come with me? Will you stop talking? So if you add the word will you are constructing a sentence, or you are transforming an imperative sentence into interrogative. Am I clear?
Yes.
ma'am.
Are you all copying?
Yes, ma'am.
Please copy these examples with the heading changing an imperative sentence into an interrogative. I request everybody to underline the question word will you in your questions. Remember, when you change, punctuation mark should be noted. Punctuation mark imperative, it is either ending with an exclamation or it is ending with a full stop. So when you change such an imperative sentence into interrogative, these full stop must be changed into a question mark. Okay, punctuation also, it has mark. If you make wrong punctuation marks, or if you punctuate it is in a wrong way, you will lose mark. Over? Is it
Yeah.
over, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Like, can you give me a
Quick,
minute?
quick.
Ma'am, I completed one.
Completed. Okay. So now I have a few sentences for you now. Since you are listening to my class for a long time, I know that you people are not happy to listen all the time. So I have brought 2-3 examples. Okay, you are going to convert such sentences into another form. Okay, so the question is transform the imperatives into affirmatives. Try into affirmatives,
Ma'am, which one?
not interrogatives, affirmatives.
Imperative to assertive?
Yeah,
Imperative?
imperatives into assertive.
Okay.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Transform, or easy way I'll give. Transform the assertive into imperative. Okay, this is easy for you because you know how to begin an imperative sentence. So please do transform the assertive sentence into imperative. You do not waste your time. You do not waste your time. How to change the sentence into imperative?
Ma'am, don't waste your time, ma'am.
Don't waste your
Time.
time. Very good. Easy. So you do not waste your time. Change the sentence into imperative. As you said, the answer is do not or don't waste your time. Second question. You should never tell a lie. You should never tell a lie.
Don't tell lie.
Huh?
Don't tell.
Don't tell a lie, or else already the word of
Do not
negation is used.
tell.
Never tell a lie, right? Okay. She sings a song.
Ma'am, what is the second sentence?
Second one, you should never tell a lie.
Ma'am, third one.
Third one, I can give only after explaining one concept. So I'm stopping here. Okay. So next set of sentences, you are going to change an assertive into exclamatory. I'll be giving you an assertive sentence. You will be changing that sentence into exclamatory sentence. Try. Assertive sentence into exclamatory. Question. It is a very nice story. It is a very nice story. Change the sentence into an exclamatory sentence.
Ma'am, fourth to stick.
Change assertive into exclamatory.
Ma'am, which is the question?
Question. It is a very nice story. How can you change this, Alicia? Alicia is scratching her head and thinking. So please give me an answer, Alicia. Try. Exclamatory. Exclamatory. With wonder. The question is, it is a very nice story. Yes, Iron, please help Alicia.
Wow, very nice story.
Okay, what a nice story, right? Very can be removed by the word what, isn't it? We learned in exclamatory sentence, if there is a word like what and how was used in our exclamatory, that must be removed and we can insert the word very or great in it. Okay, this is applicable in the reversal order also. Okay, I won't train you with the reversal order. You have to understand or you need to try to do this by yourself. Okay, Aaron, second question is for you.
Okay,
The
ma'am.
scenery looks very nice. The scenery looks very nice. Aaron? I cannot hear.
That's such a nice scenery.
Huh?
That's such a nice scenery.
I didn't get the first word.
Ma'am, that is THAT S, ma'am. THATS.
That's
Yes, ma'am.
frame the sentence.
That's such a nice scenery.
I won't. Okay, I can agree with that statement, but it is a statement, no, to an extent.
Ma'am, what
So
was
I
the
want,
question?
yes,
Scenery?
try 9.
Ma'am, what was the question?
The scenery looks very nice. Change the statement into a exclamatory sentence.
Okay.
Ma'am, can
The scene-
Ma'am,
Yes, yes, Alicia.
what a beautiful view.
What a beautiful view. There is no word called view is given, right? The sentence is with scenery. So how will you frame?
What a beautiful scenery.
What a beautiful scenery, or any other suggestion, any other recommendation?
Wow, nice scenery to look.
Wow, nice scenery. Okay. Any other recommendation?
How nice the scenery looks.
Excellent. Excellent, Priyadatta. How nice the scenery looks. How nice the scenery looks. I request everybody to write these 3 sentences coined by the students. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Next one.
This is all about our transformation of sentences. Okay.
Okay.
So
ma'am.
we have completed the topic transformation of sentences. One second. Okay, so this is the end of a topic called transformation of sentences. I hope this is clear. Okay, is it clear? Now I have brought a few, I need to share a few notes of mine that was prepared and we'll be discussing with the help of those notes. Okay, just revise the topic. I hope this is clear. Is it clear, children?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, now
Yes,
look at here, children. I'll be uploading this note in the website. Okay, don't worry. So we learned transformation of sentences. I said we can classify sentences into affirmative, negative, imperative, interrogative, and assertive or declarative. And you know, there is a category called exclamatory sentences. And the process of changing any one kind of sentence from one form to the other form is known as transformation of sentences. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, now affirmative sentence in a nutshell. As you all know, affirmative sentences are in the form of a statement. It is a positive statement. Maybe this is a description of a general action. It can be a speech or an expression, or this is just a statement. Okay, every student is present today. Okay, he was always punctual. There is no word of negation used. This is a positive sentence. Such a sentences are example for affirmative sentences. Okay, now, assertive in detail, assertive, this is also known as declarative sentences. As I have told, this is a statement or this makes an assertion, and this is called an assertive sentence or a declarative sentence. This talks about fact or it passes information. Okay, and normally an assertive or a declarative sentence, it is ending with a full stop. Okay, he goes to school, he likes to play chess, they are singing a song, are a few examples of declarative sentence. Third one we said interrogative sentences. These are question sentences which is ending with a question mark always. Where are you going? Do you use your laptop? As you all know, we have 2 types of question. WH question, the question which is starting with the WH question word, or the question which is starting with the yes or no question or with an auxiliary verb. You know how to change an interrogative sentence into or transform an interrogative sentence into an assertive. I said if the question is positive, make a negative statement. If the question is negative, make a positive statement. Keep this in your mind. Question point number 4 we discussed is imperative sentences. When you transform an imperative sentence into an interrogative sentence, normally your sentence is starting with the question word will you. Okay, it is a sentence in the form of a request, a command, advice, and this is called an imperative. Open the door, please help me, are the examples of imperative sentences. Okay, and when you convert these sentences into an interrogative sentence, remember you need to start it with the word will you open the door, will you please help me, right? So will you should be attached in your question to begin your question. Last one is an exclamatory sentences. As you all know, for expressing surprise, joy, sorrow, appreciation, love, excitement, frustration, anger, we are using these kind of sentences, which is normally ending with an exclamation mark. What a beautiful flower it is. How nice she is singing. That is fantastic. Hooray, we won the match. All these sentences are ending with the exclamation mark. And you know, if an exclamatory sentence which is starting with WH words, you can replace what and how from the sentences and can use the words like great and very in your, you can insert these sentences in your what I can say in your sentences. Okay, we'll revise the rules once again in the next class. After revising the rules in the next class, you can learn the transformation of sentences in practical. Okay, thank you so much, children. We'll meet in the next class.
Yeah, ma'am.
Bye.
Ma'am, bye.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank
I'll
you,
be
ma'am.
uploading the notes today. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.